I'm going to show you a setup routine that has taken me 10 years to develop. What it does is, whether you're 5'2" or 6'9", this setup routine automatically places you in the perfect position to get a powerful, accurate swing every time. It takes away the guesswork of whether or not you're too close or too far from the ball, whether or not your knees are bent, or whether the ball is in the correct place. Some of my students have told me they've added 30 yards to their drive just from getting this setup routine right. Others tell me, hey, I'm playing in the fairway now. I'm not losing so many balls. So the setup routine itself is actually one of the most important parts of the whole swing, because everything behind it is based on what happens in that setup routine. So let me show you how it works. The next part of the setup routine we're going to talk about is the stance. And the stance is very important, because the whole point of the golf swing is to get the club back in the ball square, so the ball will go where you want it to. So this stance routine is going to put you in the perfect position automatically, so that when you swing and you come through, you're going to get back to the ball square consistently, and you're going to have accurate shots. So let's go ahead and get into the stance routine. I'm going to bring Eric in, and he's going to demonstrate it for us as I go through it. All right, the first part of the stance routine, of course, after you have your grip, is just to place the club behind the ball. So go ahead and do that. Now, if you'll notice, Eric is on 1 foot here. Okay? And the reason we put him on 1 foot, we actually have all his weight on the ball of this right foot. If you're right-handed, if you're left-handed, you're going to do it with your left foot. And what this does is this forces Eric, let's get you a little bit more bent here, this forces Eric to get his upper body bend. And what this does is this gets his distance between his chest, which is the center of his swing, and the ball. That's the distance that's most critical in the swing. So he's going to let the club set behind the ball. He's going to bend forward at the waist with all his weight on his right foot. His knee will be straight but not locked. Notice where his hands are. His arms go straight down. This is important because when he comes back through the shot, his arms are going to be straight down. If his arms reach just a little bit, he'll have a tendency to bring the club way inside. What that looks like is the club is way inside, it's real low. If you look at the professionals, the club is right here, right off their shoulder. If it's down here, then it's got to come way back. And what basically is going to happen is the club has got an area of about this wide that it's going to be moving around in as it comes back, trying to get to that position on the ball. So since gravity is going to pull the arm straight down, this is the balanced position. And as his hands move away, go ahead and start your backswing. As his hands move away, they can move in a real easy movement right to where they need to be. Now the next thing Eric's going to do, Eric's going to look downrange, and he's going to set his feet. Notice he's in motion. This goes back to dynamic balance. Remember, dynamic balance is balance in motion. When you look downrange, he's going to start feeling the bottoms of his feet, and he's going to know exactly whether or not he's in balance. Now, when you're in balance, the weight is evenly distributed between the balls and the heels of the feet on the arches.